So if you're looking for a calendar app to use that you can connect to Kit to manage all your appointments, you might want to consider using Tidycal. Tidycal is the app I use. I've been using it for probably four or 5 years now. Before Tidycal, I used Calendly, which I think is the most popular calendar app out there. I'm going to show you Tidycal just as an option if you want to consider it. So at the moment there is, and there has been for a number of years, because I bought it on this same plan. Down at the bottom here you can see there's a lifetime deal to buy Tidycal for $29. So I literally spent $29 about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've never paid anything else since. But the most common question I get is, well, how do I get that information from Tidycal into Kit so that I know someone has booked, and I can start an automation so that I can maybe send them emails and stuff like that. So I do it via Zapier. Zapier is just, if you're not familiar with Zapier, it's just a bit of middleware. It's like, think of it as, I always tend to think of it as like a delivery driver. It picks up data from one platform and delivers it to another one. So in this case, it's going to be picking up data from Tidycal and delivering it to Kit. So you need, and inside Zapier, you create what are known as zaps, okay? And each zap has a responsibility to do, usually one task. It can have multiples. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to create a zap. And then inside the zap, the first thing it asks you to do is what's the trigger for that zap. So I'm going to say, well, it's for Tidycal. It's whenever I'm going to select Tidycal, and it gives me a list of events. So Zapier saying, which event do you want me to watch out for? I'm going to say, well, if someone creates a new booking, I want you to watch out for that. And then it says, okay, what account do you want me to connect into? And I'm going to select my Tidycal account. Okay. You would obviously put in your credentials there, whatever they are. I'm going to click next. Include team bookings, true or false. I'm going to say false. I don't have team bookings in my Tidycal account. And then test your trigger. So it's going to do test trigger, and what it does is it sends a bit of data. It queries for a bit of data from Tidycal just to make sure the account is accessible, etc. And then it brings a few records back. So this, if I click on booking A, what it's done is it's brought it's found the most recent 3 records in my Tidycal account and brought them through into Zapier to say, right, you can use one of these as a test record to make sure it's working okay. So I'm going to select record A, and then I'm going to say continue with selected record. The next thing Zapier says, well, I'm going to collect this data from Tidycal. Where do you want me to deliver it to? And I'm going to say deliver it to Kit. Click Kit, and then inside Kit it'll say, what do you want me to do? When I arrive at Kit with the data, and I'll say I want you to, let's say add a tag to it. You can do any number of things. All these things down here, right? I'm just going to pick add tag to subscriber because that's something I do quite often. And then it'll say which Kit account do you want to sign into? My demo account for this. Grant access to Zapier. So now I've connected Zapier to my Kit account. So now I've set up the conduit between Tidycal and Kit. Now I need to continue and decide which values I'm going to assign to each subscriber that I bring in from Tidycal. So the first thing it asks me up here, you'll see is the tag, and these little red asterisks means that they're mandatory. So I need to tell Kit which tag to apply to this subscriber when they arrive there. So inside my demo account, I'm going to pick one at random. Let's say, I don't think I've got anything to do with Tidycal in here, but let's just check. Well, let's say they booked it. So here's one here. Let's say they booked a ConvertKit Power Hour. Right, okay. The next thing is saying, well, what value do you want me to insert into the email field inside Kit? I click on that and I scroll down till I see the email listed down here. You can see contact email is the value that's been brought through from Tidycal. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to say add that into to Kit as the email address. I'll do the same with first name. So scroll down until I see a first name. I'll take the contact name there. And then I can add in other things if I want to. The types of information I add in my live account don't actually exist in this demo account, but you can import like the name of the appointment they booked. So in this case, it was a power hour, but it could be easily something else. And you can also bring in the date and time if you want to into Kit. So you've got a range of values that you can collect from TidyCal and deliver them into Kit. So it's up to you what you want to do. I'm going to leave it at the email and the first name, and leave it at that. And then click continue. And then it's saying, here's the data I'm going to share with Kit. I'm going to bring it from TidyCal, and I'm going to insert this into Kit. And then it says at the bottom there, test steps. I'm going to test it. And what it's doing now is it's sending that data to my Kit account to see how it looks, to see if it went okay. And it came back without any errors because it's got this publish button made available. So now that I've tested it and it works fine, I'm now able to publish this because Zap and Zapier. And then every time someone makes a booking in TidyCal, the Zapier will collect that information, bring it over and deliver it into Kit. So let's jump across to Kit and see that information inside Kit now. So if I go to grow subscribers, you can see that's the most recent one that's just arrived in there. So this is the person that created an appointment with me. And you can see that's the tag it's added there, book convert Kit power hour against them in their profile. So that's how simple it is. It's very easy to set up that Zapier Zap, and that's a one-off activity. Once you've set that Zap up and you publish it by hitting that publish button down there, I'll just hit the publish button so you can see what it looks like. So that Zap is now live. So it means that every time someone books an appointment on Zapier, it will put that data into Kit for me.